Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the public consultation for a 97 house development and 4 retail units at Torbothie and Shotts. The proposed development is to the east side of Shotts, on the outer rim of the urban envelope at Torbothie. The site covers approximately 13 acres. In the North Lanarkshire proposed modified development plan, the site, as can be seen in this slide, the majority of it is covered under general urban area, which permits housing development. The remainder of the site to the north of Torbothie Road is classified as countryside. However, although part of the site is in the countryside, you can see by this map, which shows the vacant and derelict land sites within the area, that part of the site is considered to be a derelict site, therefore making it ideal for building. The remainder of the site would be classified as infill development, as this would be infilling parcels of land between the vacant and derelict land and the Bell's factory site. I know some of you will be asking why we chose Shotts for an area to develop new housing. I hope the next part of this presentation answers some of your questions. The first thing that attracted us to Shotts is its location. It's approximately 3 miles from the M8, it's 20 miles from Glasgow, it's 30 miles from Edinburgh, 17 miles from Livingston, 10 miles from Motherwell, 16 miles from Cumbernauld, and 12 miles to Canderside Toll M74 junction heading south towards Carlisle. One of the biggest attractions for Shotts is its location on the rail network. Shotts has a direct access to 20 other stations on the Edinburgh-Glasgow via Shotts line. This makes it an ideal site for commuting to either Glasgow or Edinburgh or any stations in between. Also, sustainable travel by bus to and from the site. The next couple of slides will show you all the bus services that are within walking distance of the Torbothie site. The first service we'll look at is the 266 from Hamilton to Shotts via Wishaw. This runs approximately every 15 minutes, so there is 4 buses an hour in each direction. The next bus service to service the site is the 56 GMB bus. The bus stop is 700 metres from the site, so it's within walking distance. Again, like the first bus, it runs every 15 minutes. There's 4 buses in each direction. The next bus we'll look at is the 365, which operates from Torbothie to Wishaw University Hospital. This bus runs approximately every hour and a half. The nearest bus stop to the site is about 10 metres. The next bus is X22, Shotts to Edinburgh via Livingston. This runs at approximately every 30 minutes, and again, like most buses, the nearest bus stop is 700 metres from the site. Then there's the 34A from Lanark to Livingston via Shotts and Fauldhouse. This bus runs 1 per hour. However, the nearest bus stop to the site is approximately 0.8 of a mile from the site. At night time, we have the 367 Harthill services to Wishaw University Hospital or Ravenscraig. This bus runs approximately every hour, and from Harthill services you have direct links to Glasgow and Edinburgh. The last service we'll look at is the 366 Harthill services to Wishaw University Hospital. This bus mainly runs early in the morning for early workers. Another factor we take into account was the capacity of the schools in the area and if they could cope with more pupils. So the next few slides will show what we found out on this one. First school we'll look at is Staines Primary School. As you can see on the slide, the school working capacity is 155 and the present roll was 149. The nursery is fully occupied at 20 out of 20. So no doubt if we get planning permission for this site, there'll be what's called a Section 75 agreement with the council for the site to provide funds to increase the capacity of the school. St Patrick's Primary School is the denomination Roman Catholic co-educational primary school that serves a wider catchment area including Allenton, Hartwood as well as Shotts. Present roll, according to their website, is 228. Working capacity is 312. So this school has capacity to take more pupils. Calderhead High School. Calderhead High has a capacity of 754 pupils. However, the current roll is only 462. This is a bit disappointing for this wonderful state-of-the-art brand new secondary school that there was £21 million invested in. So our site will also help to put pupils into this secondary school. We'll now look at St Aidan's High School in Wishaw. This is the denominational school for Shotts. At present it has a roll of 1,019, however it has a capacity of 1,587. So there's no problems at this school either with regards to capacity. Now we've established that there is suitable, sustainable transport and there is plenty of school capacity in the town, with the exception of Staines Primary. However, we will talk to the council about that if we gain planning permission. We now look on to what we would class as community ambition. What does the community want for the town? So to do this, we looked at the community action plans that have been drawn up. These were open to public consultation, so therefore they become something that we would look at. That's the community have drawn this up and consulted. So we would look at this as being a vital part of any evidence to say, you know, where the people of the town want to go and what their ambitions are for the town. The Shotts Community Action Plan 2013-18 states, there is thought to be a need to encourage further house building and increase the population of Shotts over the next 5 years. The message is that Shotts has the infrastructure to cope with development and could benefit from housing development if it's carried out in consultation with the community. We then looked at the updated 2019 Shotts Action Plan. Under the heading Encourage and Support a Mix of Housing Developments, it says ensure the community has a voice in housing development proposals and use of developer contributions for local infrastructure. Many of the residents of Shotts will understand that it's not an easy place to build housing, mainly due to the fact that a lot of it is undermined by shallow mine workings, or the deeper mine workings if there's a shaft in the immediate area that we want to build. So quite a lot of people say, you know, can't you find somewhere else to build, not in my backyard? But the answer to that is, it's not always possible. We had to do a lot of searching to find this site to make sure it was clean of coal problems. And we'll go on to the next slide. We will address flooding problems, which is another issue that we have to look at before we enter into any sort of negotiation or any sort of consultation with anybody. As can be seen by the Scottish Environmental Protection Agency flood risk map, that we have no either groundwater or surface water issues on this site. This slide shows what the site looked like in 1860. We now forward to 1940 and we can see the building of the houses adjacent to the site. The 1980s doesn't show much difference from the 1940s apart from the two factories. This slide shows the site in context to the surrounding area, like Kelvin Drive, etc. Give you a sense of scale. On this slide we have zoomed into the site so you can have an idea of the layout. To the left bottom you'll see the shops, which we'll go into in more detail. The middle of the site looks like a triangle, that is a play area. And to the right hand side of the site we've kept open paths to enable people to go onto the health walk, either from the site or through the site. The shops are something that we think is required in this area, due to the fact that the nearest shop is nearly a mile at the other end of Torbothie Road, at the corner of Main Street at Stane. So when we designed the site, we designed it with the fact that we wanted to put in some retail units, not just for the new site but also for the existing community. A play area was another important feature that we looked at in the site. Again, the nearest play area to this would be on Tulloch Road, which is a considerable distance for any child to walk. So hopefully not only will the new community make use of this play area, but the existing community can also make use of this play area. We also were aware that there's a health walk near the site, and we wanted to make sure that people from the surrounding area still had access to the health walk. So we designed two paths to take people through the site into the health walk. We hope again that this is used by the existing community and also by people who have bought houses in the new development. Thanks very much for your attention during this presentation. If you have any comments to make or any suggestions, if you could send them to torbothie@tmcplanning.co.uk, or you can call on 07450 939 889. Alternatively, you can send by mail to TMC Planning Limited, 37 Dyfrig Street, Shotts, ML7 4DQ. Comments and suggestions must be submitted to the above no later than December 24th, 2020. Also, please note, objections and comments must not be sent to North Lanarkshire Council at this time. This is a developer consultation. Objections may be sent to North Lanarkshire Council only after a formal planning submission has taken place. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.